Federal prosecutors in North Carolina say they are charging 19 people with registering to vote or casting ballots illegally because they are not U.S. citizens. Prosecutors said 9 people who are citizens of Mexico, Nigeria, and Japan and other countries are charged with felonies for falsely claiming U.S. citizenship when registering to vote. 8 others were accused of voting illegally in 2016. 3 additional foreign nationals charged with visa or passport fraud along with illegal voting. Some call it high-tech jiu-jitsu, the government considering letting good hackers design ways to protect the election system from bad hackers. Tonight, correspondent Jillian Turner has details.
The House Appropriations Committee is thinking outside the box when it comes to protecting future U.S. elections from foreign meddling. Beginning in 2019, the committee's proposing the Department of Homeland Security set up, quote, a hacking competition that would allow independent cyber experts to identify cybersecurity vulnerabilities in election systems across the country, with participants potentially eligible to receive rewards. The idea is for so-called ethical hackers to break into the U.S. system, voter registration databases, state websites, and voting booths, and then report their findings back to the government. Cybersecurity experts call this practice red teaming and say the government will use the hackers' findings to help patch up holes in the system and make it more secure.
Where the innovation comes in here is we have not done it at this scale and sort of this leading edge way before. And so it's really exciting to see this type of thinking applied to such a huge and complex problem.
It's a process the private sector already relies on.
If you look at Google, Microsoft, Facebook, Twitter, the banks, a lot of Fortune 500 companies have established capture the flag competitions and bug bounty programs.
While red teaming may be a common practice, it carries risks that need to be carefully managed.
Typically, there's kind of rules of engagement that are given to participants in these types of hackathons.
Experts insist hackers who participate need to be carefully vetted and sign non-disclosure contracts to prevent leaking of classified or sensitive information.
Just because you give a group of computer scientists or researchers or white hat hackers access to certain systems doesn't mean that they get the keys to the kingdom. In fact, it's incumbent upon the government not to allow that to happen.
Cyber policy experts all say that in the future, responsibility for protecting U.S. elections won't fall to the government alone. The public and private sectors will have to team up to combat foreign interference. Just a few hours ago, DHS and the FBI were joined by Microsoft and Facebook to brief election officials about their new joint efforts to secure the upcoming November midterms. Bret?